Unbreakable souls. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, Happy Monday. I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to hop on here and do another reading. Um, yeah, something I was drawn to do a reading, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This channel is for unbreakable souls, those who are going through hardships in life, transitions, changes, those who need guidance, those who need warnings, those who need confirmation, or just a positive, encouraging word. Um, all of that. You can get all of that here. If you're returning, thank you. Thank you so much for returning and going on this journey. We are going through this this journey together where this is the Unbreakable Souls Collective. um, so this, not everything is going to resonate with you, not everything is going to be meant for you. So if it's not, just leave it where it is and let someone else pick it up. um, yeah, so I will be doing a reading today. Someone is getting their Nine of Cups. Someone is sitting in their Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, um, dreams coming true. Things are definitely, this is definitely, I already got something that kind of fell out. um, it's a positive reading, so I'm excited to get this going. But before we start, I am going to go ahead and clear out the energy. um, you know Holy Spirit, God, ancestors, ascended masters, ancestors closest to the sun, of course, spirit guides, I ask that you protect me as I channel this message for the collective. I only accept love, light, wisdom, peace, and guidance in this reading. Love, light, wisdom, peace, and guidance. Anything else, you are not accepted. Any harm sent to myself, to my loved ones, or to the collective and their loved ones, I do return that to sender so strong that they don't even think about trying or testing us again. Any harmful, any negative energy, negative spell work, any evil spell work, anything that is not meant for the collective's betterment, we do block that, and I block that, and I return that to sender. I only accept love, light, wisdom, peace, and guidance in this reading. I know, I speak, I feel, I am love. I know, I speak, I feel, I am peace. I know, I speak, I feel, I am protected. I know, I speak, I feel, I'm connected. All right, let's get this going. As I said, there's some good stuff happening for some people here. Okay, you are sitting in your wish fulfillment. This is just an exciting time for you, collective. Your wishes, what you've wanted to manifest, what you've been trying to manifest, all of that is coming into play. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and get this going here. Let's see what's going on. Awesome. All those cards flew. Lots of abundance. Hold on, y'all. Okay, didn't go too far. That was too many cards. I'm gonna go ahead and again. Yeah, new beginnings. There's new beginnings here. As I mentioned, you're sitting in your wish fulfillment in your Nine of Cups, and there's new beginnings here, and adventures await for those ready to go and ready to let go of the past. So yeah, you're ready. You've let go of your past. You're ready to move forward, and it's definitely the birth of something. Opportunities. Hold on. So yeah, as I was mentioning, the universal shift right now for you, collective, is shifting into your favor. You are having opportunities that are coming coming towards you, some that you didn't see coming, some that you aren't quite sure as to why they're being presented to you. Maybe you feel like you're in a good space right now. Maybe you feel like you're in a good situation right now and you're not sure why these new opportunities are coming. Just know that everything is happening for a reason. The universe is shifting you to continue to walk into your purpose. The opportunities that are presenting themselves, use your intuition. You know what I mean? You're definitely going to have some choices to be made when it comes to career, when it comes to love, when it comes to just life circumstances. Some of y'all are going to be moving. Some of you are possibly going to be, when I say moving, just moving into a new phase of your life. It could be literal, to where you're moving to another place, moving into another home. But all of that, I've been really getting that energy quite a bit lately. So yeah, things are definitely moving in the direction that is only gonna be the best for you. You're protected, collective. You are protective. I think also you have been loyal to a lot of things in your life, and that could be relationships of all kinds. That could be your job. So hold on to that part of you. Hold on to that loyalty, and just know you are protected. And just go ahead with confidence. Confidence is key at this point. Confidence is key for sure. Some of y'all might also be trying to rush into different things in life, right? So Spirit is saying to slow down, have patience, and you definitely want to change your outlook, your mindset. Some of y'all might be there may be some worry, there may be some doubt, there may be some negativity that's clouding your mind. Clear your mind, meditate, go out. I don't know where you are, but the sun is shining where I am. Go out, get some sunlight, really get out into nature and really just clear your mind and really meditate and pray. Because that's very important right now. Patience is a virtue is what I'm hearing. Having patience and not trying to rush through things. You may be trying to rush through things because maybe some of the shifts and some of the things that are happening in your life right now feel like obstacles. They feel like challenges. They feel like you're having to charge through challenges. Maybe you just feel like nothing can go right. You're just having challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. But with those shifts and with those challenges, it brings new perspectives, and it brings, little do you know, it actually does bring positivity. And again, nothing is happening to you, it's happening for you. All of the shifts, all of the changes, everything, even those things that you've tried to hold on to and that you didn't want to let go, and things that you just don't really understand, that you feel are going wrong for you. This is the route you're supposed to go. This is how the universe is shifting you. Months ago, I did a reading, and I'm going to continue to say it. I think this is like my motto that I go by every day now, ever since that came through the reading, which was, you have to roll. You have to go with the flow. Stop fighting it. Just go with the flow and see where God takes you. You really have to have faith that everything that is happening in your life is happening for you and not to you. And I know that is easier said than done. Trust me, I'm on the same journey, and I feel the same way. Sometimes having to force myself to believe that the changes that I was not ready for, or the things that are happening that I don't necessarily feel like I want to happen. I really have been trying and having to figure out how to move with it, adjust with it, and not be scared, and not be worried, and not have doubts in what God and the universe is is making happen in my life at this time. And that's the message also for you, collective. You really have to understand that you may feel like you're going through this like, I don't know, you're falling through a whole bunch of bushes with a whole bunch of thorns in it, and it's like everywhere you move, like something hurts or something isn't going right, or you're just wanting to get through it, which is why you're wanting to rush through it. You're wanting to get through these hard times that you feel are hard, but really this is all about learning lessons. But you're wanting to get through this, and that's where you're kind of rushing it, and that's where God says, you know, you have to have patience in weathering these challenges, getting through these challenges, using your intuition and all of that will bring a new and positive future for you. And a lot of you right now, as I mentioned, like you feel like you're going through some stuff. You're just about at the end of it. The hard times for you are over, collective. You definitely want to look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. It mentioned here also with your mindset, the key is just to have a positive mindset. You literally are manifesting whatever your thoughts are, whatever you're thinking of. It should always be positive. You should be thinking about your future. You should be imagining yourself in the best possible situation ever that you could ever, like, just, you should have a childlike imagination right now, because those hard times are over. It's over with. Again, you feel like the changes are hard times, but these aren't hard times. These are just changes. There's the only thing constant about change is change. So everything changes, everything shifts, and you're shifting and moving based on, you really have to flow with it, right? And you really have to use your discernment, and you have to use your intuition, because everything in life is a decision, right? So you're ultimately, in every situation that you have decisions to make. You have a choice to make, and basically your outcome and your future is going to be determined based off of the choice that you make. And it's very important that you are aligned, and that you are in tune with God, and you're in tune with the universe. You're in tune with yourself, with your inner self, so that what you're following and what you're listening to is pure, and it is best for you, and you're not being distracted by the outside noise. You're not being distracted by individuals in your life. You're not being distracted by just different things. This is a time, collective, that you are supposed to be focusing on yourself. And when I say that, not in like a selfish way, in any way, shape, or form do I mean that you are supposed to be selfish. But definitely you are, this is a time for you to focus on yourself, self-healing, self-care. And if, you meet people along the way that are aligned with what it is your purpose is, and because right now we're all, as a collective, we're all moving into our purpose. We're all trying to find out different ways to walk in our purpose, as well as I think a lot of us be financially stable, to be comfortable, to be happy. This started off with you sitting in your 9 of Cups. That is wish fulfillment. That is dreams come true. So you are going to be able to walk in your purpose and live the life that you are dreaming of. Just keep dreaming. Don't stop dreaming. Even through all the changes that you feel are negative, that you feel are happening against you, don't stop changing. Don't stop changing. I didn't mean to say that, but don't stop changing. Continue to grow. It's okay to change. It's okay to want something one moment, and based on whatever it is you feel is best for you, you move and you pivot and you adjust to that. That's okay also. a lot of you guys have been in hermit mode. A lot of you guys have been soul searching, as I mentioned, looking to try to figure out a way to walk and live and thrive and succeed in your purpose. So soul searching, doing a little more soul searching, and again meditating and really getting, some of y'all are into spirituality, collective, but right now you definitely, soul searching will bring inner peace to a lot of areas in your life. So if you feel like things are chaotic, you feel like things aren't going your way, it's never your way anyways, but let's just say that you feel like things just aren't going right for you, do some soul searching. And really, when you do the soul searching, it's gonna bring you peace, because you're gonna realize, like, okay, everything happens for a reason, and everything is happening for me and not to me. And that's really what you have to believe, collective. Some of y'all, I mentioned, some of y'all are going to be moving, taking a trip. The journey definitely is indicated. So someone is definitely taking a journey, whether it's physically or metaphorically. Your life is going to become more full now. It's definitely changing in for the better. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have been feeling this way, but the last couple months, it's been like, okay, you're seeing the things that you prayed for, you're seeing the things that you want, you're seeing you're seeing it, right? You're seeing the light at the end of that tunnel. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. As I mentioned, that's wish. Wish fulfillment. Came out twice. That's confirmation. That's confirmation. But that's why you got to really make sure that your mindset and how you feel and your internal self is aligned with your purpose. Because if it's aligned with your purpose and you're thinking positive and you can feel yourself in that place that you're striving to be in, and that you're working towards, then before you know it, you'll be there. Some of y'all need to do mirror work. If you're unfamiliar with mirror work, you sit in the mirror and you talk to yourself, and that's a thing. Look it up. Some of y'all may be doing mirror work. Sometimes you may sit in the mirror and look at and talk to yourself and have conversations with yourself, and you may look in your eyes and you may talk to yourself, and you maybe that's how some of you guys get your downloads and your messages. But some of y'all either need to do mirror work or you're doing mirror work, and continue to do it, because that's working. That's working. I mentioned this in my last reading. We're on the cusp of like 3D and 5D. So a lot of us are at a place to where we are kind of teetering between our future selves and our current selves. And that's an interesting place to be, because it's just a very interesting place to be. You really got to be careful about your mindset and what you're thinking. I just keep feeling like mindset and thought process is very important. Someone is probably thinking very negatively like right now, maybe looking at things in a negative way, but remember, again, things are happening for you, not to you. So any shifts, any changes that were unexpected, that you didn't necessarily want, or you thought you didn't want, God is moving things based on what you need in order to get you to where you're going, in order to get you to where you're trying to manifest, get you to the future you're looking for. And not everyone can go. Even if you want them to go, not everyone can go with you. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Thank you. Be careful who you trust at this time also. Some of y'all might be talking to people and maybe discussing ideas and discussing different things that you want to do in life. Definitely be aware of who you trust and who you talk to at this time. This time around, you may have some people come from your past, or some people trying to rekindle or reconnect with you. Definitely beware of who you trust this time. Love is in the air. There's some love here. Love connections are surrounding you right now, collective. Just move forward positively in all areas of your life. You have to be positive. What you think about, you bring about. And again, trust me, I'm on this journey. I get it. I'm not always positive thinking. I'm not all like, I struggle just like everyone else. Again, we are a collective. We are a family. We are going through this together, right? So I don't get on here to try to preach and tell people what to do and how to do as though I'm not taking that into account as well. So love surrounds all of your connections. Work, romantic, family, friendships, just overall. So just think positively and just watch how things kind of just go smoothly for you. The World card. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. I mentioned that. I said some of y'all got some news, got some changes happening for the better. The wheel, I was going to say the Wheel of Fortune, the World card, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is a good time for you, collective, for sure. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. There's some snakes in those grasses. There's some snakes, right? We're not unfamiliar with the snakes. We know there are people who are trying to snake and sneak and connive and manipulate and all of that. I'm hearing the word anchor. Some people even try to anchor you down to where they are in life. Maybe try to anchor you down to what they feel life should be. Everyone has their own path. If you find someone that is along the lines and going exactly where you're going, what a blessing. But you're also going to run into people who they're going in the direction that you want to go. Everybody has their own purpose. Everyone has their own direction in life. But sometimes some people, collective, you're a special kind of person. You have a special light and you offer special things to people. And sometimes with that, people want to hold on to you and they want to anchor you and they want to maybe even move you in directions that they want to go because they want you a part of their life and their future life. They want someone with that bright light, with that magic that you bring, collective. They want you in that life with them. But if that life is not the life that you are meant to live, that you are meant to be in, and is not aligned with your purpose right now in this moment, collective, God will not allow that to happen, and God will move you in a different direction. No matter how good it feels, and no matter how much you think that's where you're supposed to go, God moves pieces for a reason. You definitely want to have confidence during this time. It's a time of renewal. It's a time of new connections. It's just a great time, and you are going to be so surprised this time next year where you are and where you have landed when it comes to your life and when it comes to your purpose and when it comes to your journey. I'm hearing it's going to be you're not going to recognize anyone. You're not going to if you can't even imagine who you'll be around this time next year, you can't even imagine who you'll be this time next year. That's how brand new your life is going to be. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits you. Yeah, the Chariot. Everything's ready to go. Everything's ready to go, and you are about to, you're just going places. And it may feel like a dark time for you at this point, collective. Maybe not. Take it how it resonates. But for some of you, you guys feel like you're going through a dark time. Or for a lot of you guys, you're in a place in life to where you are the light for a lot of people in their dark times. And as you continue to move along, some people don't want that light to go. Some people need that light to help them see things where they are. So you're coming through on this Chariot. You're coming through on this Chariot. You see how it's in the dark? So many people are in the dark. And as you pass through people's lives, you provide this light for them. You are the one lit up in other people's darkness. And so you're kind of going through in your journey on your chariot. And as you pass by, you might stop and you might meet some people. And for that moment that you met someone, their light is bright. They can see things. They can see everything around them. And then when it's time for you to go, some people, everyone can't go. Everyone can't just pack up and go, metaphorically. So people don't want you to go. So they try to anchor you down. They try to present things that may be appealing to you in the space that they're in. But if it's not meant for you, these horses, they're going to keep going. When it's time for them to go, they're going to go. When it's time for you to move, you've got to move. You've got enormous growth. Open your heart to enormous growth coming ahead. You're meant to grow. You're not meant to... You're bigger than the program. And I heard that in another reading, so I'm not going to take that like it's my own words, but it does mean something. 11:11 on the clock. You're bigger than the program. I don't think you ever really realized that, collective. I don't think you ever really realized who you were and who you are. But yeah, you're meant to kind of go through people's lives, provide some light, whether it be enlightenment, whether it be just joy, or whether it be kindness that they haven't been getting from others. You leave a mark on everyone. Everyone, you bring light to everyone in their darkness. You bring the light. You're on this chariot. Transformation. Five is transformation. Some of y'all may have been seeing 555. 32. Somebody might be 32. But 5 is transformation. Somebody's birthday may be in the 5th month, May. Somebody's birthday may be on the 5th. Somebody's going to get some news on Friday of this week. All right. Let's keep it moving. We're going to move to the Yin Yang Oracle deck. I really liked that one last time, so I'm going to use it again. Big transformation period. Self-love. Self-love. Right now, you're really focusing on intentions, whether it be your intention, whether it be other people's intentions for you. But really, your focus has been on making sure that your intentions and everything that you do are clear. And you've been doing that, collective. You've been doing that. In every encounter that you have with someone, maybe people don't really believe that because of whatever their internal thing is. Maybe they feel like you're not being... Maybe some people question your intentions, or you're questioning others' intentions because you are so focused on your self-care and your self-love and just really getting what it is you deserve. You really are focusing on other people's intention, and you're not accepting anything that isn't pure. You're not accepting anything that isn't love. Love is all we need, is what I'm hearing. Self-care came out again. Look. Self-care. The energy, like I said, the energy that is just kind of filling my life and my space, and I feel like a lot of other people's that I'm seeing, like, it's the energy of self-care. There's a lot of people working out nowadays. There's a lot of people focusing what they want to eat, focusing what they feed their mind, not only their body but their mind. People are focusing on what they're putting out there when it comes to what they're speaking, focusing more on having intentional words, understanding that words are a form of spelling. So just focusing on the words that you present and that you speak to with other people. You're really focusing collective on making sure that you really understand now that everything has a meaning. You understand that everything affects everything. Everything affects everything. There's no separate things. Your thoughts affect things. Your words affect things. Your actions affect things. Your decisions, your choices, your environment. Everything affects everything. And I think that's just the energy here. You're really focused on self-love, intentions, and self-care. As you should be. Family, home, commitment. That's also like you're big on family also. Some of y'all might be having some of y'all might be pregnant. Maybe somebody might be getting married. But definitely there's going to be some positive changes when it comes to your family, your home life, and just commitment. If you're having issues with commitment or people having issues with people committing to you in whatever way, that's all going to change for the better, for sure. Thank you. Twin flame. Some of y'all might... Give me more on the twin flames, please. See, a twin flame is like... The twin flame is when you mirror. You're meeting someone that kind of mirrors you. And for your twin, if your twin is not quite ready to move in the direction that you're moving, then God will remove you from them. He will move you past it. But some of your twin flames may be trying to come back. There may be somebody, an old twin flame that may be trying to come back. But there is love in the air. I'm hearing, just be smart. You don't want to go backwards in any way, shape, or form. It could come in a new package, but then you see some similar things that align with what you had to deal with before. I'm just getting be cautious. Some of y'all are closed off and guarded to new love. You can be open to new love. You can be open to new opportunities, new relationships. Don't be closed off to that. Transformation again. Huge transformation. Some of y'all have gone through like the dark night of the soul. You've done the inner work. Some of y'all are doing some soul searching now, some healing of the soul right now. The number 8 is significant. 26. I'm seeing 8. 26. Single number is an 8. Then I have another 8 here. Trust in divine timing. So again, I mentioned that some of y'all may be feeling like things are happening to you versus for you. Just have trust in divine timing. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen, how it's supposed to happen. Anything else? Thank you. Yeah, some of y'all are traveling. Somebody might be getting on a train, packing their bags and leaving. Somebody either, I think collective, you found the courage to change. You found the courage to be different. You're finding the courage right now to, if you have to, take this journey on your own, but really stand on what it is you believe, and having the courage to change who you are, to change for the better. And sometimes that can be lonely. And sometimes that could cause conflict with some people. Some people aren't going to like. Like I said, see, it's kind of being a chosen one, being an unbreakable soul. a lot of people are drawn to your light, collective. A lot of people are drawn to your light. And when they get a taste of it, they don't want to let it go. And because God is always shifting your life. God is always changing things. Collective, you probably had a lot of changes in your life, like for a lot of different reasons. So every time that transformation or that change happens, you're going to have people who are triggered by that change, triggered by you leaving or moving on, or them like just triggered by different things that maybe that, you guys are all learning about each other. You know what I mean? So some things may trigger them, because that's also something you do, collective, is you help people realize the things that they do that they can't necessarily see. You mirror that for them. Sometimes that's a good thing. That could be love. Sometimes that could be stubbornness. Sometimes that could be just unwillingness to budge and change. The fact that you stand on things 100% and you do not budge. Sometimes that may trigger some people, but maybe that's helping other people learn things. But change can always cause conflict, but you have to have the courage to move forward and move through that. And understand that, it is what it is. I'm going to pull a couple more cards and then we're going to go. Yeah. It's like people, I think at some point, maybe, collective, you felt a form of, I won't say that, but some of y'all do have to have the courage to step outside of your comfort zone. You're clinging on to a piece of you, to a piece of your life that is no longer serving you. You need to walk away. You need to walk away from that. Growth. It's time to grow. Or some of y'all are now stepping outside of your south node and moving into your north node, and you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, and you're having the courage to change. And that may be causing some disharmony and some conflict with other people. But you are growing. Something significant about this summer. Something this summer will be happening significant when it comes to the growth part of things. Thank you. Your detachment style may come off to some as cold, like you don't care. But what people don't know is that it's not that you don't care, it's your understanding of, a lot of us understand that, okay, this is not working out. We have to move forward. We can't hold on to things. We can't cling on to negativity. We can't cling on to something that's not serving us, that's not working, that does not align with what it is we feel. And God knows that we need in our life at this point in our life. So your detachment style may come off a little cold, a little heartless, but yeah, when it comes to like people that care about you, they feel like maybe you're a little cold when it comes to your detachment style. But for you, it's like you don't look at detachment in a way of like punishing people. You look at detachment in a way of freedom, in a way of just leaping and stepping out into the unknown and moving forward with courage and moving forward without an anchor, moving forward and really walking by faith and not by sight. You're really moving forward. I think some people's ability to move forward is stunted, and not everyone can move forward the way that you move forward. Not everyone can detach the way that you detach. But you are known to complete cycles, to change. Here, change again. You see where it says change there? You are literally closing out cycles left and right. And your detachment style may seem cold, but really you're focused. You're closing out old cycles. You're renewing. You're changing for the better. You're changing for the better. New contracts, new careers, and new commitments are coming your way. Your debt is going to be wiped clean. Excuse me. Yeah, you're no longer bound to like toxicity, and again, you're completing cycles, old toxic, unhealthy cycles. You're completing that, and with that, you've got new contracts coming. You've got a new career coming, and you've got new commitments coming. That could be in love. That could be anything. And this is going to be something that you can trust, collective, whatever this is. Travel. I'm getting travel again. Someone may be trying to communicate with you. Someone that is across the water. So maybe someone that's kind of far from you. Maybe someone that lives across the country. Or someone that feels distant from you. Maybe someone that you detached from has a message that they're wanting to communicate with you. They're wanting to get to you, and they're hoping it gets to you. But somehow I think it's in a way to where somehow they can't just directly message you. They can't directly reach out to you, so they're sending it in a way in hopes that you get it. Maybe they are trying to send you messages, you know, telepathically. Maybe, you know, sometimes if someone thinks about you or someone, you know, that collective, that could really somehow, some way, someone's trying to get a message to you. It could be your ancestors. The ancestors could be trying to get a message to you. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities and angel numbers. But it has to do someone is literally trying to send you messages through like some form of magic. Take that how it resonates. I'm not sure. The scales are balancing for you, collective. And God is saying, Spirit is saying to be open to receive whatever's coming to you this time around. Things are definitely karma, good karma, divine karma. Dharma is happening. It's balanced. This is justice for you. You are a divine feminine or a divine masculine. Take it how it resonates. Your third eye is completely open. You've got clarity. You're able to see people past their mask. Anyone who's being fake or anyone that's acting fake towards you, you're able to see through that. Your third eye is definitely open. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you're definitely in your Ace of Pentacles. You're grounded. You're attracting quite a bit of things. You're attracting things so rapidly right now. So again, going back to your thought process, you really have to make sure that you're thinking positively, because you are attracting like crazy right now. You don't want to have any internal negativity reflecting or projecting from you, because that is what you will be manifesting into your life. You are attracting like crazy. But you're not, the loss, the rejection, all of that is over with. All of that is over with for sure. But there's definitely some growth here. Thank you. You've got people kind of watching you. people that you've never met are watching you. They're curious about you. They're kind of inspecting you. They're looking at you. They're trying to see what you do. They're trying to see how you, I'm hearing how you party, how you handle things on like your own time. They're seeing that you are open. You're hopeful. But there's something about you that's also guarded. But you definitely are walking in your purpose. You're healing your inner child. Yeah. You've got decisions to make, though. But you will be celebrating abundance very soon. That's going to form a solid foundation structure. It's forming a structured, solid foundation. Yeah, some of y'all might be, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take one more card here and then I'm going to call it. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Okay. Inspiration. You are an inspiration to some people. Some people see you. Like I said, some people are like watching you and they're seeing how you're handling things, just your poise and how you carry yourself, and they are inspired by you. They're inspired by your journey. Some people know your journey. Maybe you're sharing that with some people, or some people just kind of know your story and they're inspired by you. They're striving to be like you, collective. There are people out here striving to be like you. As I mentioned, you want to have a childlike imagination. Maybe some of y'all can maybe doodle or write. Some of you guys journal. Maybe some of you guys just sit and kind of imagine and daydream. It's okay to do that. Give yourself some time during the day to daydream. Daydreaming is manifesting. You know that, right? When you daydream, you're manifesting. So whatever you daydream about, that's what you're manifesting into your life. When I was a child, I used to just sit around. I didn't come from much. I used to sit around and I used to just daydream, and I would imagine myself with all of these things, depending on the needs that I had at that time. That's what I would just, the perfect situation possible, I would daydream and really feel like I was in that moment. And that's how you manifest. For a long time in my dark period, recently in the last couple of years, in a very dark, depressive, stressful period in life, all I did was daydream about peace, sitting in my home with my plants, with the sun shining through the window, just peace. And you know what I got right now? I have exactly that peace. It's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. Okay, I'm going to take one more. I know I said that before. I'm going to take one more here. Thank you. In your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, angry. These are times of transition. How many times has that word come out in this reading? You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. Growing, transition. I'm going to end it with this. You're protected, collective. You are protected. That's my reading, and I provide that with love and peace, and it is directly from my heart. Remain unbreakable. And until next time, bye.